What's happening, people? I'm talking some boxing. As you can see, the title is Beasts in Boxing. You know how you know a beast? There are two ways. One, a beast. I'm talking beast now. Bad boy. A real bad motherfucker in boxing has a certain mentality. And there are a couple of them that are in the sport today. And no, when I talk about beast, I'm not just talking about a puncher. Because when you take away his punching ability, when you take away his strength, he become a fucking pussy. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about real beasts in boxing. Guys who really are vicious, hungry motherfuckers, strong motherfuckers, motherfuckers who, if you hurt them, guess what? They get even more vicious. I'm talking about beasts in boxing. And there are a couple of them out there. Some of them are high profile, some of them not so high. They're on the rise. So we're going to talk a little bit about beasts in boxing. How I'm going to do it, I'm going to start going through the different divisions, and I can tell you who are real beasts. In the heavyweight division, we didn't really have much beast up there. You know, we got guys that could punch, we got guys that are strong. But because most of the heavyweights in the heavyweight division haven't really truly been challenged, we got killers up there, don't get me wrong, but not beasts. I really don't talk much about the cruiserweight division, so I'm just going to go by that. The light heavyweight division, we have a couple beasts in the light heavyweight division. One of them, and you guys don't think of him as a beast, but he is Badou Jack. That motherfucker fought through a nasty, nasty cut, and that motherfucker kept on fighting. And actually was winning parts of the fight against Marcos Brown. He is a fucking beast. Okay? Joseph Parker. All right, man. Joseph Parker is a he's a bad boy, but he ain't a beast. I'm talking beast now. It's a certain mentality, and it has nothing to do with your punching power. You know, there's another fucking beast out there. But we're gonna go through. Let's just go through divisions, right? Light heavyweight division. Badou Jack. That's a beast. Believe me, you have to literally knock him the fuck out. Knock him the fuck out. Otherwise, he gonna keep coming. He's going to keep bringing it. Smart, but he gonna bring it. Another beast. Another beast. But this time we're gonna go to the super middleweight division. Not many beasts in the super middleweight division, but we got some. And nobody talks about this guy, but he is a beast. And the mentality of this guy is incredible, right? So in the super middleweight division, which you know about the Callum Smiths and Caleb Plants, David Benavidez, and Darrells, and they're all bad boys. Don't get me wrong, they're bad boys. They're young, they're bad, they're strong. Billy Joe Saunders is in there as well. You know, but there is a boxer in that division who has that mentality that not only is he not going to lie down, but if you hurt him in any way, he's going to come at you stronger. He's going to come at you better. Vicious motherfuckers. Right? And in boxing, there's different people with different kinds of mentality out here. You know what I'm saying? And even if you got a mentality, it may not be capable of doing anything with it. But some guys they're just mentally in that place where they're like animals. They're like animals. And so in the super middleweight division, when I think of Beast, this might sound strange, but I think of Peter Quillen. I remember when Danny Jacobs basically severed this guy's senses from him, and that motherfucker got up and still wanted to fight. It was bouncing up and down, wobbly and shit. The referee had to stop the fight. And I thought to myself, that's a fucking mentality, man. He was like, he wanted to get this motherfucker back. I thought about it, and I was thinking to myself, that's a weird fucking mentality. You know, there are boxers out there who, not only because they're hurt, do they want to survive the round and make it to the end. No. These motherfuckers actually want to get you back. They actually want to come at you and get you back. And that's a weird fucking mentality. The only thing I know is animals do that, not human beings. One of my eyes is smaller than the other. And so that's why I said Quillen got beast in him. He got this strange behavior. He not looking to survive. He looking to kill you if he can. And so I think Peter Quillen's one of those guys. And we'll see. Time will tell, truly, what kind of fighter he really is. Danny Jacobs himself is pretty vicious. So I think of Danny Jacobs as a beast. Yeah, because he tries to get you back. Gennady Golovkin's another beast. Gennady Golovkin, he tried to get you back. All right, he tried to get you back. He's very vicious. Okay, he has a mean streak in him. He's vicious. He may not be able to touch you, but he's gonna try and get you. You know, he will just go into a gear and he will just try and get you. All right, even though Canelo beat his ass down in the second fight, and he won't kill him in the third fight if they ever have one, which I don't think they will. The other guy that I think is a beast, we're going down to the middleweight division. I already spoke about Gennady Golovkin. I already spoke about Danny Jacobs. And of course, you know, you could say maybe Tyson Fury got some beast in him, but most of those guys though, they got metal in them. So like Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, that's why I call them killers. They're not going to lay down, right? You know, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, they're not going to lay down, right? But as to beast, I'm talking about beast, and not just they don't want to get it laid down. It's about also getting your ass back. They want to get you back immediately, right? And I know Josh was kind of that kind of dude too, and Wilder and Fury, they're kind of those kinds of dudes, but not exactly to the extent and the intensity of certain fighters, right? Sean Porter, he's at welterweight, so we kind of skip some weight classes. That motherfucker's a beast. That's just what it is. He always wants to get you back. You know, and Errol Spence gonna have his hands full against Sean Porter. Sean Porter's going to do all kinds of shit. He gonna make Errol Spence very uncomfortable when that fight comes down. I have it as a 50-50 fight. Some people lean to Errol Spence because he's got more skill and stuff. I don't know, man. Sean Porter is a dude who has skills, who has ability. Of late, hasn't been getting hit as much. We will see if he can make weight. If he makes weight, then we're in for a treat, because no Porter fight has ever been an easy fight for anybody. So if Errol Spence can make that fight an easy, well, Kell Brook, yes, Kell Brook handled him pretty easy, but still, Porter kept on coming straight through the fucking fight. Nonetheless, if Errol Spence can make this fight an easy fight, that is, he's tagging up Porter, Porter keep on coming, he keeps on tagging up Porter, right? He's not going to drop or stop Porter. It's just never going to happen. But let's just say that happens. He makes it easy. It's still going to be a non-stop action fight, right? Porter never gave anybody anything. He's not going to give you nothing. He's going to keep coming. So the thing about it is, he got beat. When I saw him got beat by Kell Brook, I said, this motherfucker is crazy. Cause he keep on walking into punches, and he just kept coming the whole entire night against Kell Brook. And they told me, this guy's no joke. Like, You give him a chance, he gonna try and crucify you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one guy I think Manny Pacquiao would have a hard time with, because I don't think he'd have as hard a time against Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence as he would against Sean Porter, because Sean Porter just continuously brings it. Continuously brings the heat. He don't ever stop. He continuously brings the heat. I think that Errol Spence against Pacquiao, he would try to break Pacquiao down to the body, so he'd be more selective, try to control Pacquiao at the end of his jab, and then just destroy him to the body. That's what he would try to do. I think that Terrence Crawford would want to use some movement, first of all, with Pacquiao, assess him, decide which stance he wants to use to go against Pacquiao with, then try and dissect him slowly and control him slowly. It would be kind of like a Gamboa Crawford thing in the beginning, kind of like a war maybe, because Pacquiao might want to make it a war, which would favor Pacquiao. But I think, by and large, Terrence Crawford in the later rounds would try and, really get to Pacquiao and probably try to stop him as well. But would they be able to stop him? I don't know, because Pacquiao does all kinds of things. But you see, when it comes to Sean Porter, he's just equal to the task with Pacquiao. He bring that fucking heat. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat section. I see you guys up in the chat section. Let's just talk. Intangible boxing. My favorite heavyweight is probably Joseph Parker. He's a good fighter, man. He's a good fighter. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm looking forward to him facing Chisora and beating his ass. If White wasn't roided, Parker would have beat him. Oh, Parker was gonna knock his ass out. He was gonna get knocked out. His ass was gonna get knocked out. I don't know if he was roided, but his ass was about to get knocked out. That was what was up. Pooby Sistron says, why are Wilder and Fury ducking Dillian White? They ducking Dillian White? Are they? Really? Are they? Wilder's facing Ortiz. Much more dangerous than Dillian White. Intangible Boxing says Dillian White's a bum. I wouldn't call him a bum. But I ain't nobody afraid of Dillian White. I don't think anybody's afraid of him. I don't understand why they had to hire somebody to throw dirt on Dillian White, to avoid Dillian White. I don't, that's the thing I never quite understood. Oh, by the way, shout out to each and every one of you, Intangible Boxing. Shout out to Intangible Boxing. Shout out to Poopy Sistrunk. And shout out to Fatty McFly. Whoa, that's a good one right there. Fatty McFly, what's up, man? Big Pacquiao fan in the house. Good stuff. Good to see you, brother. No, I don't, like you said, I also agree with you. In fact, I will tell you this, Fatty McFly. I think that Manny Pacquiao could actually beat Errol Spence. I think so. I actually think he can beat him. And I think Errol's a damn good fighter. I think he has good pivot work and everything. But if he even goes in with a shred of underestimation of Manny Pacquiao, you can't blink twice with Pacquiao. Pacquiao is a kind of fighter. And the problem with it is he's so small that you really would underestimate him. A lot of fighters underestimate Pacquiao. That's the problem. Because they see Floyd beat Pacquiao, they think, oh, we could beat Pacquiao. And Jeff Horn beat Pacquiao, so they thought they could beat. That's what happened with Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman thought he knew how to beat Pacquiao. He thought this was going to be an easy fight. Underestimated Pacquiao. And Floyd knew, you don't fuck with Pacquiao at mid-range. That motherfucker got too fast with his hands, too fast with his feet. He's too low. His center of gravity is very low, so he can move faster than you at mid-range. You understand? And once Pacquiao gets you fucking hurt, if you are not quick enough on the defense, he gonna just destroy your ass. Okay? Pacquiao's no. This is what people don't understand. Pacquiao ain't no fucking chump. He's not no joke. Pacquiao ain't no joke. A lot of people don't get that. They don't understand. I try to explain that to people, but they never understood it. That motherfucker is sick. But hey, it is what it is. I broke down Manny Pacquiao in a couple of videos before. Don't get it twisted, man. Pacquiao is sick. Henry Armstrong was sick, but Henry Armstrong was an inside fighter. Pacquiao, mid-range fighter. And Pacquiao, man, Pacquiao is making Henry Armstrong look like, just imagine Henry Armstrong versus Manny Pacquiao. That would have been a hell of a fight, though. Armstrong's about Pacquiao size. So it'd have been a good fight. Because if Armstrong could get Pacquiao on the inside, the fight's over. If Pacquiao could keep him at mid range, move around him and shit, fight's over. That's just the way how that fight go. I don't think Armstrong was as quick as Pacquiao though. Pacquiao really fast. He's really fucking fast. Hey man, check my food there. I gotta eat something. Yeah, so Pacquiao fights like a small guy. Fights like a flyweight. He fight like he actually fight faster than some flyweights actually. He quicker than some flyweights. So let me just be honest with you guys. There's a reason why Pacquiao the number 1 welterweight in the world. Because that motherfucker that motherfucker is phenomenal. He's quick. He's phenomenal. And Keith Thurman's fast, but Pacquiao just dwarfed him. You know what I'm saying? You don't let him. You can't fight Pacquiao at his preferred range. That's stupid. He always gonna have the advantage on you. Always. You don't fight him at his preferred range. You either fight him on the outside or you fight him on the inside. Why would you fight him at his preferred range? That's what he does. That's where he's good. You don't do. Why would you do something stupid like that? It's boxing. And don't tell me you're a warrior, so you're gonna go fight him. That's stupid. The art of war. You don't ever fight to your enemy's strength. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what it says. Nobody beats Bud at 147. You think so? There's a lot of people. See, I understand where you're coming from, Intangible, because Bud got a lot of skill and ability. But I'm going to tell you somebody will beat Bud Crawford at 147. All right? Devin Haney. Devin Haney would murk Bud's ass. I'm telling you now. Devin Haney talked to Bud already. Devin Haney was like, Bud was like, you too small. Devin Haney's like, I'm your size. I'm your size, Bud. Devin Haney is fighting at lightweight, but you got to understand, Devin Haney's a lot bigger than 135. And a lot of people don't understand. And BoxRec has him as 5'11". Now, he bigger than that now. He at least 5'9". He got longer. When they say he was 5'11", it's probably when he was 16, 17, 18. He's a lot bigger now. Devin Haney is a... All right, I'm gonna talk about Devin Haney. So it's too early to talk about Devin Haney. Let's leave Devin Haney alone. But I'm gonna just say this to you guys. That motherfucker is bad. That's all I'm gonna say about him. But we talking about beasts. We talking about beasts out here, and one of them is Sean Porter. And you pit up Sean Porter against Manny Pacquiao, you're gonna have a hell of a fight. And it's not gonna be a gimme for Pacquiao. In fact, Porter could win that fight. That's the one guy I think that can beat Pacquiao because he got the style to beat Pacquiao. And I mean neutralize Pacquiao. Pacquiao ain't doing shit. Porter. He that guy. It gonna look nasty. It'll look worse than Jeff Horn fight because he gonna be butting Pacquiao. All kind of shit gonna happen. Because Porter digs his head down. He can take a shot too. So, I mean, Pacquiao might throw a combination. Porter gets on the inside and then Porter start throwing combinations. And, once he gets on the inside, it's over. Basically, he get to dictate. And he's a bully. So I could see Porter beating Pacquiao that way. But as to, anybody else really just beating Pacquiao like that, fuck no. And then Porter sparred Pacquiao a lot, so he knows what Pacquiao could do. Bud Crawford at 147. Ooh-wee. Man, you got to understand. Terrence Crawford is in a division of killers. I'm going to tell you a couple people who could beat Bud Crawford. I'm not saying they would, but I'm saying they could. Danny Garcia. See Danny Garcia? Danny Garcia can beat Bud Crawford. I'm telling y'all this. I'm just letting y'all guys know. That's a real fight. That's a real fucking fight. All right? Danny Garcia versus Bud Crawford. That's one of the guys that could beat him. Kell Brook. Kell Brook's a guy that could beat Bud Crawford. Could. He could. He's got the power, size, height, skills to beat a Bud Crawford. Will he beat him? Nah. He probably beat him for the first 4 or 5 rounds. Then he has gas tank problems. So you're going to have gas tax problems from 6 to 8. Maybe Bud gets him out of there. Maybe he dominates. But if that fight gets past the 8th round and Kell Brook gets his win back, that's an iffy fight. That could go either way. That'll be a close fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's not a gimme. Kell Brook versus Bud Crawford is not a gimme. Danny Garcia versus Bud Crawford is not a gimme. And Danny Garcia's got as much experience as Bud Crawford and better competition than Bud Crawford, both at welterweight and super lightweight. All right? Much better competition. So I'm telling you now, Bud Crawford ain't just dominating everybody. This is a totally different division. He was able to dominate everybody at super lightweight. There wasn't people like, you know, Keith Thurmans and Errol Spence's and Sean Porter's and Danny Garcia's and Manny Pacquiao's in that division. So of course he could have done well. I was listening to Andre Ward. He was talking about how, you know, he dominated Yuriorkis Gamboa, and Yuriorkis Gamboa was undefeated and was really a freak of nature. He was comparing Floyd Mayweather, he was in the pound for pound list and all that shit. And I said, that's true. But y'all need to be honest about one thing. The only guy he fought at lightweight was Dolly Perez, and he's really shunned at featherweight and super featherweight. Yuriorkis Gamboa is a blown up featherweight, super featherweight. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real, right? So he really didn't have no bit. If we're being fair and we're talking about weight classes, he really didn't have no business against Terrence Crawford. And then Yuriorkis Gamboa always getting dropped. In almost every single fight, he get dropped because he would take so much risk. He would just abandon his defense and get hit flush, right? So he was more reckless, right? So that's why he got beat by Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford, a much bigger guy, you know. Even though he campaigned at lightweight, he was having trouble making the lightweight limit because he's a much bigger guy than Yuriorkis Gamboa. Got good comparable skills. Obviously, he would beat Yuriorkis Gamboa, right? And Gamboa knew that going into the fight. You could see his face was sad and everything, right? And then the other thing was Gamboa hadn't fought in a long while. He was supposed to fight Mikey Garcia. He didn't fight Mikey Garcia, so he was just sitting on the shelf, right? Let's be real. So all of this shit went down. But nonetheless, no excuses. He beat Yuriorkis Gamboa. But that's his best fucking opponent to this day. To this day, his best opponent is Yuriorkis Gamboa. You look at the welterweight division, they people much better than Yuriorkis Gamboa in the welterweight division. Period. Right? Pacquiao, southpaw. Right? He got to style something like Yuriorkis Gamboa, but now he more sly, he more cunning, he more tricky. You know, so much better than Yuriorkis Gamboa. Terrence Crawford hasn't faced nobody. You know, we could say, he can contend with these welterweights. So you can't just... All right. So here's the fair thing. Skill-wise, this motherfucker looked like he could beat everybody. But see, all right. Take for instance Devin Haney. I look at Devin Haney, I know he could beat Lomachenko because I know what to do to beat Lomachenko, right? And I know Devin Haney got what it takes to beat Lomachenko. I know Gervonta Davis has what it takes to beat Lomachenko. I know that Mikey Garcia has what it takes to beat Lomachenko. I know Manny Pacquiao has what it takes to beat Lomachenko because I know, but that's Lomachenko. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's look at the welterweight division. We're talking about fucking Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, right? Kell Brook. We got it's a loaded fucking division. A loaded division. And these guys have literally faced each other. They haven't faced Terrence Crawford yet, but they have faced each other. So what I'm saying is, that's killers versus killers. Now Lomachenko never really had killers to face. The biggest killer he faced was Nicholas Walters and what's this kid's name? Guillermo Rigondeaux, right? Those are the two killers. Guillermo Rigondeaux jumped up 2 weight classes to face Lomachenko, right? He did super bantamweight, featherweight, super featherweight, lightweight. Shit, three weight classes. Sorry, my bad. 3 weight classes he jumped up to face Lomachenko at lightweight, right? Which is very unfair, but it is what it is. So yeah, Guillermo Rigondeaux is a bad motherfucker. But you can't just take that motherfucker who ain't been fighting nobody of note. They been all ducking his ass. Move him up 3 weight classes. Face Lomachenko. And he was the smaller guy. Come on now. I mean, he looked like the smaller guy. mean, it's like a bullying a smaller dude. And I mean, Guillermo Rigondeaux did spar middleweights and shit, so he's supposed to be able to handle Lomachenko, right? That's what you guys would say. I know. I'm like, yeah, smash that like button. Don't just come in here. Be like listening to this video. You can smash the like button if you like the video. If you don't like the video, don't smash the like button. You know what I'm saying? But smash the like button if you like the video. All right? Yeah. So I'm just saying, right? It's just Lomachenko. When we talk about superstars at the lightweight division, we only talking about Lomachenko. We ain't talking about nobody else, right? Now it's starting to heat up because Gervonta Davis moved up in there. You know, we got Devin Haney now. He's showing that, hey, he got skills up in there. You know, we have, I might say it. Teofimo Lopez with Shakomi. I don't see Teofimo Lopez on the level of a Devin Haney or a Lomachenko. Ryan Garcia, he's still young and he's still developing. I want to see what he can do. You know what I'm saying? But Gervonta Davis is up in there. He's going to have his first lightweight fight, probably against, hopefully, Yorkis Gamboa. He need to have a name, man. He was supposed to have Abner Mars. He didn't have Abner Mars. Now at least have fucking, you know, Gamboa. Gamboa is a good name. All right? Still got it. You know what I mean? I mean, he lost a fight he shouldn't have lost to. But anyway, that's another story. So you got Gamboa up in there. That's it, you know. So those are the guys. But when you talk about a welterweight division, it's fucking loaded, man. We got killers up in there, you know. So I can't just say Terrence Crawford is number one. He's gonna beat all of them. I can't say that. If you to ask me about a specific fighter, like say for instance, let's say Terrence Crawford versus who can I think of? I'm gonna tell you who Terrence Crawford could beat in that division. I think he beats Andre Berger. I think he beats Berger. That'll be a good serve-up dish. Alberto. I would like to see him against Jesse Vargas. I like to see him against Jesse Vargas. He need a test. He ain't been tested. You know, it's just some solid, good fighter. You know, right now they're talking about the Eastern European dude. I mean, you see, you gotta understand something. Devin Haney versus Lomachenko is different because Lomachenko is an Eastern European dude, right? They have a certain style of fighting, right? And I already saw that. Now, when it comes to the other welterweights, like these welterweights in the welterweight division, okay, Keith Thurman can't take body shots, right? Fine, cool. So, you know, Terrence Crawford could go to the body. Maybe he beat him that way. I mean, he never get dropped, but he can't take body shots. So, you know, he don't protect his body too well. But I mean, come on now. You're talking about Errol Spence. What is Errol Spence's weakness? We don't fucking know. Manny Pacquiao just beat Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman's a bad motherfucker and he beat him, right? Sean Porter is a beast. I told you guys that. He a beast. And Kell Brook, he's refined and skilled and he can box. So I can't just say I mean, he got eye orbital problems, so maybe that's let it heal up. Maybe Terrence Crawford targets his eyes. I don't know. But to say that, I mean, the only guys that Kell Brook lost to are Gennady fucking Golovkin in middleweight and fucking Kell Brook. And I can't tell you if he got any known weaknesses except for gassing out. You know? And maybe he go to the body more. But he's solid. He's strong. And he hasn't been fighting for a while, so it'd be in Terrence Crawford's favor to try and make that fight with Kell Brook. You know what I mean? But, you know, Gavaliauskas, I don't know nothing about that dude. You know, I might have to do some homework on him, see if he's a good fighter. You know, I knew Abdulaev was a good fighter. I did some homework on Otto Wallen, and he's a bullshit fighter. But, hey, for all the bullshit, he had a little game plan where he was going to Tyson Fury's body and using that jab. And apparently, he was able to bust Tyson Fury's eye open. So, kudos to him, man. More power to him. You know, everybody still, you know what the bullshit is? If that was a black fighter, guys, let's be real, and he struggled with a guy that nobody knew, you know what the motherfuckers would have said? Oh, he struggled with that guy. Oh, man, everybody could beat him. They didn't say that about Tyson Fury. Oh, what are they saying? If somebody had that kind of eye gas, that fight would have been stopped. Get the fuck out of here. Like, get the fuck out of here. How you allow a guy to land his lead left and bust your eye open? You don't really got all that defense, do you? All right, then. So, we don't want to go there. We don't really want to go there, do we? But, you know, he got the color. He got the color. So they're going to hype him up. Off of a bum. A motherfucking bum landed a punch on you and bust your eye open. Then you want to talk about Gladiator and shit. Get the fuck out of here. Tyson Fury. And, you know, I hailed him as the #1 heavyweight in the world. I got to retract that. Because the motherfucker was getting his jabbing on him. He was jabbing him to death. And landing body punches. Man, 6'9" and you can't keep a guy off with a jab? Get the fuck out of here. Anyway. Let me get back to the business at hand. This is what y'all guys saying up in here. Nobody beats Bud at 147. I hear you, my dude. Fatty McFly says Pac isn't fighting Spence until he fights Crawford. I don't know about that. Patty McFly says Pac is fighting Mikey Garcia, then Pac will wait for Spence versus Crawford, then Pac will fight for Undisputed. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what Pacquiao's going to do next. He and his team going to decide. You know, he got options. He got a lot of options, so he can do whatever he wants. I don't like the Mikey Garcia fight for the reason that Mikey Garcia just came off of a loss. That's the only thing that really I don't like. I would have preferred if he faced Danny Garcia, to be honest with you. Just because, you know, there's this stigma attached to Pac. It's kind of unfair, but it is what it is. Where people say that Pacquiao always fight guys coming off of losses or not looking too good. So if I was Pacquiao, man, I would try and face somebody who looks good. You know, they came out looking good. He gonna go, but for all those people saying, "Oh, it's the Mikey fight," nah, listen, Pacquiao's gonna go look at Errol Spence versus Sean Porter, and based on how that fight go, he gonna make his decision. He's not. I know Pacquiao, and if I know Pacquiao going for the jugular. If he can get Errol Spence or whoever the winner, Errol Spence, Sean Porter, he'll take it. He ain't no chump. Like they say, Pacquiao won all the smoke. He ain't no chump. He know he could beat them young boys. Pac can beat Spence on decision. Yeah, of course he can. Of course he can. He ain't no chump, I tell you. Pacquiao ain't no fucking chump. Y'all getting it twisted. Intangible boxing. And you see, the fact that people say that Errol Spence will beat Pacquiao or Terrence Crawford will beat Pacquiao, it's so fucking funny. Because you know why? They underestimating Pacquiao again. Before they say, oh, Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, we don't know if they can beat Pacquiao now because he beat Keith Thurman. But if they on their P's and Q's and they're really sharp, they should be able to take care of him. You know, they ain't saying all of them caveats. So they yeah, they gonna beat, he gonna beat. Everybody, they feel because Jeff. They feel because, you know, Floyd beat Pacquiao and Jeff Horn beat Pacquiao. Everybody could beat Pacquiao. It's not like that. It's not like that. Jeff Horn had a specific kind of footwork to get in on Pacquiao to start with. And Floyd also had a specific kind of footwork to keep Pacquiao off of him using that jab. It's not just you use the jab, you know. I remember Chris Algieri talking about it and get his ass dropped twice legitimately. The other 4 times, you could count them if you want. You know, I remember Jesse Vargas going in there and he got his ass dropped. And the last time Timothy Bradley talked about Pacquiao, he said, like, man, the dude was more patient. He was more tricky. Pacquiao, man. Yeah, man, damn, I could talk about Pacquiao all day. Devin Haney gets experience and he can beat Bud Crawford. Yeah, for sure. For sure. If he can move up. Yeah, he can move up. I heard Devin Haney talking about facing Mikey Garcia at 140. Haney, big dude. He's a big guy. Kell is shot in my opinion. Fuck no. He ain't shot. He's not shot at all. How are you going to be shot? Because of his 2 eyes? Come on, man. And Kell Brook fought the guy that knocked out Jeff Horn. The guy that knocked out Jeff Horn at middleweight, by the way, that guy used to campaign at middleweight, came down to 154. Kell Brook was never going to knock out that guy. Peter Quillen knocked out that dude. Peter Quillen hits hard, of course, because, and the dude was outboxing Peter Quillen, by the way. Peter Quillen was able to knock out that dude because that motherfucker he made a couple mistakes, and it was early in the fight. If that fight went the distance, that dude might have outboxed Peter Quillen. You know, and that was at middleweight, folks. I forgot what the kid's name is, if I remember his name. But he's the guy that knocked out Jeff Horn. Again, he can box. So it was not a gimme fight for Kell Brook. And that's what you guys don't understand. He went up to 154, fought a really good fighter. He's not shot. Just didn't look good in his last couple fights. Sin Amosia. Vargas ain't no welterweight no more. That's what you're saying. I don't know. I'm sure he can make welterweight to face Terrence Crawford. Any day, any time. And he with the zone, he can make it. I'm hearing talk about fuck. Man, I keep on blanking out. Austin Trout talking about coming down to welterweight. Austin Trout talking about coming down to welterweight. Austin Trout, a big ass motherfucker at 154. If he could do it, Jesse Vargas could do it. Intangible Boxing says Andre Berto is completely shot hype job. Of course Crawford would beat him. Yeah? Well, you know Berto won his last fight, right? If he a hype job, he wouldn't win his last fight. He good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your guys are brutal. I mean, he's a name. He's a name. I say he better than fucking Amir Khan. He's better than Amir Khan. He a punching bag. He's tough. He take punches and then, you know. Y'all remember Andre Berto from his last big fight with Sean Porter. That's what you remember. But he stopped the last couple of opponents he had recently. Go check it out. Jessica Gamino says, I don't see how Crawford gets any good fights since he resigned with Bob Arum. Man, I don't know why he resigned with Bob Arum. Maybe Bob Arum has something on him. I don't know. Bob Arum probably have him on a leash or something. I don't understand why Terrence Crawford would do something stupid like that. Maybe Bob Arum promised him the Spence fight. But then again, you can't promise somebody a fight unless that person wins the next couple of fights they have. And he's doing as if Errol Spence is going to beat Sean Porter. We don't know if he'll beat Sean Porter. Sin Amosia says, hello, Jessica. Nice to see you here. Jessica Gamino says, hey, Sin. I like that you talking boxing, man, Jessica. I want to know what your thoughts are. I was listening to D-Styles Boxing. Again, I disagree with D-Styles on a couple things, but I respect him. D-Styles was saying that, you know, the Amanda Serrano versus Heather Hardy fight, you know, if that was to be a world championship fight, you know, with men, how we would have deemed it. I want to hear your thoughts on that. What do you think about that championship fight? And do you think that Serrano didn't have skills? To me, she reminded me of a Hector Camacho, how slick she is. But I want to hear what you got to say about that, because I thought that Serrano showed skill in there. I thought later on, Heather Hardy actually started showing some skill also and started to box. So I want to hear what you guys got to say. And I thought that the fight was good because of a couple things. One is Serrano almost knocked out Heather Hardy, and Heather Hardy got herself together. Was able to make it to the finish line. I thought that was really impressive on her part. Seeing that she's an overhyped job, and I always thought that she couldn't box, but now she showed a little bit of boxing skill in that ring. Intangible Boxing says Tyson Fury is a substance abuser. He isn't really fit enough to take shots to the body or keep pressure fighters off. Yeah, that might be true. He can fight his ass off though. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying. He wasn't supposed to have to struggle against a guy like that. He wasn't supposed to struggle against a guy, and now they're saying the guy, his reputation proved it. Get the fuck out of here. Either Tyson Fury knows how to fight southpaws, or he don't know how to fight a southpaw. And in which case, if you don't know how to fight a southpaw, then you ain't that good a boxer as I thought you was. Senna Mosier says, Jessica, pound, 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 pound. Previous sister says, why don't you like MMA? It's fucking boring to me. It's bullshit. I don't like it. So what? I like to see people hug people on the ground. Y'all like to talk about hugging, right? You like to see a motherfucker hug up a guy? Oh, it's bad in boxing, but it's great in MMA. Y'all talk about all this fucking hugging, and then a guy starts wrapping his legs around another guy and hugging his motherfucking ass, and that's a great exciting thing. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all just so two-time-ish. Oh, Floyd was hugging Pacquiao and shit. That's banned in boxing. But I'm gonna watch that shit in MMA. You know, they don't hug like that. In boxing, they don't be hugging for minutes. The floor action is so fucking boring. It's so fucking boring to me. And you can talk about jujitsu and all that shit in the world. I don't give a fuck. I like striking. I don't like all that hugging shit. What? You think we're pals and buddies? I'm gonna hug you to death? What the fuck? Senator Amozia says Vargas won't just go down for Bud. Only if the money is good, but Bud has bad pay-per-views, in my opinion. Yeah, but I mean, you're talking about pound for pound top guy, man. Of course Vargas will go for Bud. What are you talking about? It's just, would it be on DAZN or would it be on ESPN? They're gonna have to make a deal there somewhere. But yeah, of course he would want to have Bud on his resume, whether he wins or loses or has a split decision draw. And you know Vargas can fight. You know he can fight. He gonna bring it. And that's the thing. Bud has not faced a legitimate fucking welterweight in the welterweight division. For all the time he's been there, he has not faced a legitimate welterweight. And he's not a Devin Haney who's coming on the up and up. He's a guy who's been world champion for a very long time. So what the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is Bob Arum doing? Same thing with bullshit that Tyson Fury's doing. You're the fucking lineal champ, but you're fighting cherry picks. You're cherry picking. Let's be real. That's fucking cherry picking. That's why I didn't watch the fight. For what? What am I watching Otto Wallin versus Tyson Fury? What good is that going to do me? What's it going to show us? Another stay busy fight? 2 stay busy fights? For what? Then his cherry turns around and punches him in the eye. That reminded me of the Jeff Horn fight. That was a cherry pick, it seemed. Went wrong. Fuck, man. You guys got to stop picking cherries, man. God damn it. One day the cherry going to turn around and be bitter. And you going to get sick. Man, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We talking boxing. Let's talk some boxing. So, yeah, Bud Crawford versus Gavaliauskas. What the fuck is that? Like, I'm so excited to see Gavaliauskas fight Terrence Crawford. Woo! Gavaliauskas is the killer. Come on, man. Talking about, man, y'all don't even want me to start with Bob Arum. Bob Arum went to town about how Floyd wasn't giving us the fights we didn't want to see. I'm going to go there. I'm going to use Floyd's name. Yeah, I know he's ticked some of you guys off because he's like, you don't have to mention Floyd. I'm going to mention his ass. And not just Floyd. I'm going to mention another one. Canelo. Y'all talking about, Floyd always giving us the fights we don't want to see. And they top tier motherfuckers. But when it comes to Terrence Crawford, y'all give him a pass. Right? When it comes to any one of Bob Arum's fighters, you give them a pass. Right? Fuck Bob Arum. I'm going to say that over and over. Fuck him. He has not given us a good fucking fight on ESPN to this day. A whole set of fucking mismatches. Right? A whole set of fucking mismatches. All right? Then he tries to hype it up. Oh! Otto Wallin. Eddie Hearn don't know what he's talking about. What the fuck is Tyson Fury struggling with Otto Wallin for? And Otto Wallin almost knocked his ass out in the 12th round. Man, I hope Deontay Wilder knocks his stupid ass out. And I'm not a Wilder fan like that, but I am a Wilder fan. I like Tyson Fury. I like Wilder. But you picking too much fucking cherries. Why didn't you go and face a real opponent? And don't tell me you couldn't make the fight with Jarrell Miller. All right? Dillian Whyte wanted your ass. You didn't want him. You're talking about America. Then you go and you fight a Swede. Get the fuck out of here. Man, these motherfuckers, man. Try to hype it up. ESPN try to hype your ass up. Get the fuck out of here. Timothy Bradley with this bullshit. And Andre Ward. Get out of here, man. Fucking hype job. Vargas won't just go down to... Okay, sorry, my bad. Terrence is now responsible since he resigned with Arum. Yeah. I agree with you, Jessica, 100%. I agree with you 100%. He doing the Timothy Bradley route. He doing the Timothy Bradley route. He's staying with Bob Arum and taking his protection. They say, oh, they ducking Terrence Crawford. No, motherfuckers. Terrence Crawford ducking them. If he really wanted the action, he'd have signed with somebody else. It's just what it is. Here to go get what he need to get, like Miguel Cotto did. He wanted the Floyd fight. He went and he got what he had to get. Okay? And let me talk about Canelo now. Canelo, right, got a host of the flack for ducking Gennady Golovkin. He went and fought Leon Walsh, I think it was. Or was it Liam Smith? Which one was it? I can't remember. See? I don't give a fuck about this guy. There's nobody as far as I'm concerned. He was a WBO champion, right? But Canelo was saying, look, I will steal the line from Showbiz the Adult. Okay, Luke. Say okay, Luke. This motherfucker said, fuck y'all. Fuck the WBC. I'm gonna fight Liam Walsh. Y'all went to town on Canelo. But at least Liam Walsh was a world champion. You know what I'm saying? Liam Walsh was at least a world champion. What the fuck is Tyson Fury doing? Right? Now, looky here. Terence Crawford's a world champion. What the fuck you facing? Okay, this is mandatory. They say it's his mandatory. So he's facing his mandatory. Okay, fine. Face Gavaliauskas then. You know, they've been looking for somebody else. They couldn't get somebody else. But he's still chasing Kell Brook. He want to get that Kell Brook fight. They be talking about Kell Brook and trying to get Kell Brook on board. Eddie Hearn's Kell Brook. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if they need to make an offer to Kell Brook or something. But that's a good fight. Good fights for Terence Crawford. At this stage, man, motherfucking Terence Crawford, at this stage, you ain't supposed to be facing a Gavaliauskas on some fighter we don't even know. You should be facing the major leaguers now. You know, same thing with Tyson Fury. At least he got the Wilder fight nailed down for 2020. We don't even know if he gonna be ready for that Wilder fight because of his fucking eye, because he pick a fucking cherry. See? Shouldn't pick cherries, Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Now your eyes messed up. God damn it. Mike Alvarado TBE says Mike Alvarado is the #1 beast. Manny Pacquiao is still afraid. This guy trolls nonstop. He's so silly. Let me see what you guys be saying. Canelita is a diva, coward, PED cheater. Please don't say that. Because if you're going to go in on that, you're going to go in on Canelo, then you got to go in on fucking Tyson Fury. Coke crackhead. A fucking coke crackhead cherry picker. If you really want to do that, you got to do it all across the board. Gennady fucking Golovkin is a Golovkin cherry picker. You're going to have to do it all across the board. And going on everybody. You cannot be singling out one person and pointing to them, but in your backyard is fire. Burning down your backyard. You know what I'm saying? Right? Y'all hate Canelo. I ain't got a problem with that. You can hate him. But my point is this. You cannot be applying that standard to Canelo and then you turn around and you're applying the standard. You're just ignoring the standard for other fighters. That's my only point. That's my only point. Right? There's so many cherry pickers out here, man. You know. Mike Alvarado says Mayweather is rumored to fight the winner of KSI and Logan Paul 2 on a pay-per-view exhibition match in Japan. Oh my God. That's funny, man. Oh man, I like you, man. Sin Ambrosius says Mike Alvarado fought a bum like he is, then got KO'd. This is true, but hey, I like this dude. He'd be trolling straight through. He just having fun. Joe 56984 says Bermans Verse says he wants another shot at Wilder. Bermans Vern, shut your ass, sit down. But now you want to get killed in the ring? You didn't get slumped. Man, Bermans Verse, shut your damn ass down. Just sit down in a corner. Or go fight somebody. Shit. Clown. I mean, come on, man. Let's just see how Wilder does against Ortiz. If he stops him again, great. So be it. Rematch is Tyson Fury, and let's move on. Right? So yeah. So that's what's that's what's up. Uh, Mike Alvarado never got KO'd. It was Rios and his team paying HBO for an acting fake fight. Y'all like too much shit. Hey, let me go back to what I was talking about. I was talking about Beast, right? And I skipped some divisions. Senator Mosier said, yeah, I like Mike Alvarado's TBU. The best troll I've ever seen. Woo, get the smoke. Stavern fights people. He just doesn't win. Y'all like too much shit, man. Hey, we go back to the beast I was talking about. So, if you look at, so in the middleweight division, we got a couple beasts out there, right? You hurt them, they go bazonkas. They don't only want to win, they have a will to win, but also they gotta have some ferociousness to them, right? And I skipped some divisions. I talked about Porter, but I should go back to the super welterweight division. I thought Jarrett Hurd was a beast. I thought he was a beast. You know, his will to win was relentless. That motherfucker will come up harder on you if you start to really hurt him. And I like it. I even like when he got dropped by J-Rock, how he came back harder, you know. And he knew he lost, though. He knew he lost at the end of the fight. J-Rock beat his ass, but he was a beast in there. And I'm not saying J-Rock's not a killer, but I'm talking about beast, the beast mentality. And you don't have to actually win to be a beast, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to have power to have a beast. And, you know, so a lot of people think a beast it's the mentality I'm talking about, where you got a will to win, and you also got this drive to come back harder at a guy. You know, when he hurts you, you really want to put a hurt on him, and you don't care. Like, he will walk through his punches if you have to get him. And there's a couple guys out there that are kind of like that. You know, they switch on beast mode, and that's it. They're going for you. They're coming in, and that's it. And so that's what I'm talking about, really, in boxing. You know, another killer that was something like that is Porter's one of them. I can't say Bradley, because Bradley does have that beast mentality as well. And the thing about Bradley was that, but he's not in boxing right now. The thing about Bradley was he didn't really have that whole set of power. He wasn't really a power puncher, you know. But boy, that boy had a lot of tenacity. I'll give you that. And if you hurt him, he want to hurt you back. But Andre Ward was a beast as well. Andre had beast mentality. Andre was a beast. He want to get you back hard, you know. Wilder hits Stavern behind the head. It was a controversial fight. Mike Alvarado TV says Mike Alvarado versus John Cena. Who would win? I only talk boxing. I don't talk WWE, man. Or WWF or whatever it is. Y'all like too much stupidness, man. Y'all like that. Y'all be joking straight through, man. It's funny though. We coming up to 1 hour on this. I love to talk boxing with you guys. Nobody talk about Amanda Serrano versus Heather Hardy. I guess you guys not really into the women's boxing like that, but I thought it was a good fight. And I thought that Amanda Serrano, man, she's crazy, man. She fight at all kind of weight classes and won championships in 7 different divisions, world championships in 7 different divisions. She just 1 division short of Manny Pacquiao. And nobody talks about her like that. Like, she's not well known like that, and that's so sad, you know. And Lou DiBella addressed this point. They were talking about, you know, it's not 3 rounds and bullshit. Look, man, you want excitement, man. So 2 rounds, you know. So it's much faster. And man, I mean, I'm just saying, don't forget to smash the like button, people. And I'm just saying that, you know, the Pedraza fight was good. Actually, Jose Pedraza versus that kid. What was his name? Jose. Help me out. Zapita, right? Or Zapita. That was a good fucking fight, man. Southpaw, sharp. He kind of diminished, kind of scaled it down from six to about 8, 9. Then he picked it back up in 10, and and Pedraza was really bringing it too. He started doing his thing, and both of them could switch hit. Really good fight, man. I enjoyed it. Of course, Zepeda could keep your head in the center line, so you could really gash his eye and shit. But it was a good fight. It was a good fight. I liked it. I didn't listen to the commentary. Commentary was shit. Yeah, Zepeda. Yeah, man. It was good fucking fight, man. I liked it. Pedraza got beat, but Pedraza again showcased his skills, showcased his ability. He just came on a little too late. He should have probably picked it up earlier. But I guess he was trying to gauge Zepeda and stuff. And Zepeda was really boxing really, really nice. Really, really sweet. Zepeda can box, man. I didn't know too much about Zepeda until this fight. He's crisp. He's sharp. I like it. Southpaw. Nice. Pedraza is the goods, though. I'm going to give him that. He's the goods. The only people to beat him are Lomachenko and Tank. I mean, he never been stopped. Been dropped, though. And I hope he stays at super lightweight in campaigns there, because I think he could do a little something there. He just managed to hit up with one of the tougher ones. Zepeda he's tough, man. He's tough. Tough to beat. So it was a good fight, though. Good intro to the super lightweight division. Hopefully he stays there, campaigns, sharpens, hones his skills a little bit more. He was coming off a loss to Lomachenko anyway, so it is what it is. It was a good fight. It was a good fight. I enjoyed it. I watched it. When did I watch it? Yesterday, I think it was. I think I watched it yesterday. Good fight. Good fight. Pedraza's good, but had a bad game plan. Well, sometimes you can't really go to the game plan you really want to do, because you don't know what the other guy brings to the table. You know what I mean? It was probably his father and their team that was supposed to do the homework on Zepeda. He wasn't supposed to do the homework on Zepeda. And, they just didn't do what they were supposed to do earlier enough. Well, they started doing what they needed to do a little later on in the fight. And, it showed. And Zepeda started slowing down, so it really works in his favor. But, Zepeda's good, man. He's good. I'm not going to lie. He's good. I think he fought Ramirez, didn't he? Didn't he fight Ramirez? So, and what? Did Ramirez win that fight by unanimous decision or split decision? Michael Hunter's a good fucking fighter, man. I told y'all guys that, though. Did well in his fight against Kuzman. Did very well against Kuzman. And he did well against Usyk. Everybody forget that. He did well against Usyk as well. He's a good fucking boxer. Now he's at heavyweight, so it should be interesting. Michael Hunter versus Povetkin, rumored for the Ruiz Joshua undercard. Whoa, good. Oh, he's going to be fighting very soon. That's good. That's good. Yeah, he'll beat Povetkin. I think he could beat Povetkin. Povetkin's good, though. But he'll beat Povetkin. Povetkin kind of old now. He on his last legs. I think he'll beat Povetkin. Mike Alvarado TV says, Pedraza needs to learn how to use the shoulder. He shoulder rolls on both shoulders, man. What are you talking about? When Mike ever used the shoulder roll in his fights, it scared Manny back so bad. Dude, please, man. Stop it, man. Sinner Moses, the only technique that Mike Alvarado knows was was a Tootsie Roll. Hey, let me go eat something. You guys are funny, man. Unless you guys want to see me eat as we talk boxing. Those are good fights, man. Michael Hunter has always been a good fighter. We all knew that. His experience with Usyk. The thing was, he faded down the stretch. That's why Usyk was able to beat him. If he didn't fade down the stretch, I think it would have been much better. Smash that like button, people. I would say that he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. He had the right approach to Usyk and everything. And Usyk was kind of confused. He was doing some good work on Usyk. Usyk picked it up. He was tiring. Usyk picked it up when he realized that he was tired. That's how Usyk won the fight. It was competitive all the way through, though. But, yeah, Terrence Crawford, I'm going to eat while I'm talking to you guys. Yeah. But Beast, yeah. So we're talking about Porter at welterweight. Hurd, a super lightweight. I'm not too sure who is a beast like that. A lot of times people think Mexican fighters are beasts. You know, I remember Marquez was a beast. The epic Manny Pacquiao Marquez fourth fight showed us what Marquez was. He was a beast. Marquez was a beast. But in the welterweight division, we already talked about Sean Porter. Super lightweight, I'm not too sure who was a beast in there at this point in time. I can't tell you. At lightweight, Lomachenko. Yeah, beast. I think Lomachenko's a beast. He got hurt in a round against Luke Campbell, and he just turned it up on Luke Campbell after that. Want to kill him. Again, don't have the great shit of punch, like one punch knockout power or nothing. But Lomachenko just turned that shit up. You know? It's not gonna be easy to stop Lomachenko. His conditioning, his training is really good. Can you outbox him? Yeah. A guy like Gervonta Davis might stop him, but drop him and stop him, but it won't be easy. He's well conditioned, strong, and he will come hard at you after you hurt him. Yeah. Nonito Donaire is a beast. At featherweight, I remember his fight against that Jamaican kid. Jamaican kid dropped him, and he came back harder on him. Donaire is definitely a beast. Inu, I haven't seen him in a position where he can show that beast mentality. He's a puncher, but we know Donaire is a beast. How Donaire even won his championship at bantamweight was because the other guys seemed to be outboxing him, and Donaire just kept the heat on him. Every time the guy came with something, Donaire came with something. And oh yeah, Pacquiao's a beast too. You heard Pacquiao. Pacquiao's just gonna get worse. Gonna come at you harder. But Donaire, he got that extra thing in him. I don't know for Inoue. Donaire's gonna put Inoue to the test, because if Inoue can't stop Donaire, what does that mean? I know Donaire can take Inoue's punch. Donaire's been with much harder punches than Inoue. So I know Donaire can take Inoue. Can Inoue take Donaire's punch repeatedly? Right? And the guy's crafty and everything. You know, a lot of you guys are going for Inoue beating Donaire. I don't blame you. But I believe that Donaire's at his best weight. And as a result of that, I believe Donaire's going to be a problem for anybody in that division, given his experience, given his boxing IQ, given his ability to punch in that division, and his strength, his physical strength as well, which I don't know if Inoue is as strong as Donaire is. So Donaire's going to be the physically bigger guy. Going to be bigger than Inoue. You know? So I don't know if Inoue is a beast. I can't really say. But I can say this. Donaire's a beast. So we'll see who wins that fight. That's a good fight. I have it 50-50. I'm not counting out Donaire. I learned my lesson. So let's see what Donaire does. what you guys are saying. The winner of Donaire Inoue needs to fight Chris Avalos at a catchweight. Interesting. Chris Avalos. Chris Avalos is super bantamweight, right? Or featherweight, I can't remember which one. He's a big dude. I don't know. Did Donaire not face Avalos before and beat him? No? I don't know. All I know is Donaire must not be underestimated by Naoya Inoue. He's not one of those guys you can just go in there and set up and knock out just like that. You know? That's how I feel about it. So, there's a template on how to beat Donaire. Which Guillermo Rigondeaux showed. Maybe Inoue will try and exploit. Even though he's not southpaw. Walters was so much bigger than Donaire. You know. Nicholas Walters. I haven't heard anything about Nicholas Walters in boxing in a long time. It's interesting. Is he boxing still? What's he doing? Seems like Barbaram also was able to sink Nicholas Walters after that fight. I haven't heard anything about Nicholas Walters since then. It's just sad. It's what it is. Wilder took Fury's soul in that fight. I don't know about that. If he took his soul, why did he get back up in the 12th round? He didn't take his soul. Fury be doing shit after that Wilder Fury fight. That's what I say. Fury ain't doing shit. Just fuck it up now. Fury should have been facing somebody. Somebody. You know, okay, you got the Schwartz fight. Now face somebody. You facing nobody. Bullshit fights. You want to call yourself a lineal champion? What the fuck? Why would I care if you're a lineal champion? You a joke. You like Adonis Stevenson. Adonis Stevenson actually better than your ass, because you only have a good fight ever so often, and you live off of that for 2-3 fights, fighting bums. Then you come back, and then you try to have another big fight to make some more money. That's how he do it. And they just letting him get away with that shit. So, I don't really give a fuck about Tyson Fury. Billy Joe Saunders, I want to see who he fights next. Hopefully a good fight. Another bump. Fury retained his invisible belt. You know what I'm saying? Fury's a clown. Otto Wallen was a great opponent. Wallen is Swedish. And you ever seen Fury fight a Swedish boxer? Man, you should be doing jokes for a living, man. Yeah, how many Swedish boxers have you ever seen in boxing? Come on now. Global. Never mind, he said he was going to fight an American boxer. Suddenly that American became a Swede. It's still funny, though. Yeah, man, I don't know what's wrong with Tyson Fury, man. Fuck him. Fuck Tyson Fury. Yeah, so in boxing, man, we have a couple things. You know, we've been hearing Devin Haney chattering a lot, talking about he wants to fight, you know, Mikey Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, you know, Terrence Crawford. He said, bring all the smoke. What else do we have in boxing? I said, I actually put out a poll asking you guys this. Who do you think wins between Govordik and Beterbiev? I think that's a good fight. That's a very good fight. I would love to see who wins that. Govordik versus Beterbiev. That's a light heavyweight fight, and I'm looking forward to it. You know. In terms of good, solid, Shakur Stevenson has better skills than Devin Haney. Why do you say that? He's a southpaw, first of all. Devin Haney don't have that advantage. Devin Haney, I think, Shakur. You know that Devin Haney sparred Shakur Stevenson, right? He sparred Shakur Stevenson. He sparred Gervonta Davis. From what I heard, he beat both of them in sparring. He was had the advantage over them both in sparring. I'm just saying, so. Got some good work. You get him some good work. They had some good work together. I'm not saying that he's, you know, that means much, but. And Tank is incredible. I mean, his footwork is crazy. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever watched Tank in the amateurs, but Tank is like a video game. He always a smaller guy. Quick. Video game. That's how I know he could box. Because he don't always drop people and stuff. But boy, that boy could box. He's quick. Sharp. Sharper than Floyd. Did you see? You seen Floyd? You know, in his early pro days, Floyd was dominant and very vicious. Tank is quicker, sharper, more compact, and just like a fucking video game. That's how we know. That's why I said Tank is the goods. I'm not talking about Tank that you see in the pros right now beating these bums. I'm talking about Tank from the amateurs. Tank was a fucking video game. You watch him, he was like a little guy. He can fight over the back foot, the front foot, you know, lateral movement, everything. And I mean, he would go from one side of your body to the next side of your body in a second. Like, that's the Tank I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but that's the Tank I'm talking about. Quick. Throw combinations like brrr, faster than Pacquiao. Tank won't have a long career. He blows up too much like Ricky Hatton. Yeah, he does. To me, he does have a weight problem. He gets really big. That boy puts it down. Broner and him, they put it down, boy. They eat healthy. That's the problem. Is Tank going to make the lightweight limit weight? I think he will. But he does have a pot belly now. Too nice living, man. Too easy living. That's the problem. But boy, that boy could fight. That boy could box. That boy could fight. I'm telling you, man. And I'm just hoping that he will stay disciplined enough so that he could really show the world what he really could do. Manny Pacquiao needs to sign up with Top Rank again. But Tank Davis, man, shit. And Devin Haney's longer, much bigger than Tank, much more disciplined than Tank in terms of weight. You gotta be super disciplined to keep that weight because Devin Haney's a lot bigger than that size. You could see he's bone dry. Bone dry. So just imagine when he fills out, how much power and much speed and stuff he really will have. It'll be something to watch. Yeah, man. Well, guys, I gotta get out of here. So I was just talking about beasts. We talk about them. If you guys can recommend some other beasts, you can recommend it in the comment section below. Don't forget you can subscribe, share, and you can also donate to my channel. Shout out to Joe5684. Did I get it right? Joe56984. Mike Alvarado, TB always brings joy and fun and laughter to us. Sin Amosia. Publicis Strunk. Ronaldo Panganibang. I hope I got you right there. Shout out to Tadashi 6 Gods XX and LJ Feconorora. Alright, shout out to you, man. Sid Ambrosio said Navarrete versus Elord fight. Navarrete's a beast. Yes, he is. Well, he's not beast. He's more of a power puncher, but yeah, I mean. Dave Perez, thoughts on Virgil Ortiz Jr. Will he be a beast? Who knows, man? We will see. Sid Ambrosio. The only technique that Mike Alvarado knows was, okay, Sid Ambrosio. Yep. Get this smoke. Get the smoke, my dude, man. I want to join you in the hangout, but that will take a little while. Who else we got up in here? Got a lot of people up in here. Jessica, is it Gimeno or is it Gimeno? Or is it Guy Meno? Let me know. It's good to see you up in here talking boxing. Still want to hear your take on Serrano versus Hardy, though. Intangible Boxing, shout out to you. Fatty McFly, shout out to you, man. It's good to see you up in here. And Publicis Strunk. Yeah, guys, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one now. And stay safe. Peace.